Hi everyone. I want to talk about sharpening tools for knives, axes, whatever. Um, Now, I have a video up, sharpening day, faster way to a razor's edge, um, where I use a belt sander that I converted for strictly just sharpening. And the reason I use that is because it's very quick. Um, it's something I've only had it for a couple of years. Um, I saw guys using them, and I thought, yeah, that's pretty good. And when I had the shop, I had a buffing wheel, and that would always bring up a razor's edge. But I can do it other ways. Um, Basic sharpening. Well, sharpening is one of these things. I have to tell you, everybody wants the razor's edge, the shaving sharp edge. For everyday use, I'll put a shaving sharp edge on my knife. But the thing is that within a couple of days use, that edge is gone, and it's still really sharp. And I may sharpen the knife. I don't know, when I feel it's getting dull. Um, so anywhere from shaving sharp to dull, I use it. This one here, it's not shaving sharp anymore. No, it's not shaving sharp. I don't know if this is shaving sharp or not. No, not that I've been using that. It's like Fairmark. Had this a long time. Anyway, basic tools that you need, right? Number one, you need a whetstone, oil stone, whatever you want to call it. This one here has a fine and a medium grit. Um, I've had it a long time. The old man was still alive when I got this, so it's got to be before 1990, right? And I've dropped it a couple of times, and it'd be great to have one of those beautiful Chinese or Japanese water stones, but I gotta tell you, I ain't paying $60, $70 for a stone. I think I paid $6 or $7 for it at the time, and I thought that was outrageous. Um, this is the if this is all you have, this will suit your needs, right? I mean, this was all I had for years. This is all Mom had, yeah, and Dad had for years. It was just your basic Norton, uh, fine, medium grit, and I mean it's great. You know, take it down, right? It does the job. All right. In addition to that, I have this. This is a Norton sharpening stone. I got this uh, with my machinist stuff, and this is really fine. This is an oil impregnated stone. If you can pick one of these up, I've seen these on eBay for $6 or $7, right? Used. It's an India stone, fine, beautiful, beautiful piece of kit, right? Absolutely, really does a. You can hear that, And here's the fine here. Notice the difference. I mean, this is just a beautiful piece of kit. I also use sandpaper, right? And you can use the various grits of sandpaper. Usually put it on the stone, right? And that takes it even further. And then I have a piece of leather, and grinding compound, green grinding compound, what you need, and then you can strop the wire edge off with that. Now I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to spend all the time doing this, but I'm just showing you like this is your basic kit. You can get these in a small block. I paid like $5 for this on somewhere, and $6 or whatever it was. But you can get a small tube of it, or you know. But everything, you know, you can get one of these, great. But right here, that's basically all you need to put a really good edge on almost any tool. Almost any tool. This here, piece of leather with some grinding compound on it, or some polishing compound on it, and a real nice fine piece of sandpaper. This is 600 grit. I have 800 grit and 1500 grit as well. And this will do almost everything you have. But I also have a Lansky kit, and I've used this. On various things. Pass me that one there. This one here is for serrated blades. Alright. And it'll get into your serrations. But this goes from fine, medium, it goes right up, I guess it's fine, or extra fine, fine, medium, whatever comes after medium, and then coarse. Right, and it also has a little attachment. This is not a bad kit, I have to say. Right, take your blade. Shouldn't do that with it. You shouldn't use the tip of your blade as a screwdriver. They have a tendency to get broken. Right. This is not a bad little kit here. The way this operates is and it'll give you the correct angle, as you can see. Right. And you just play it along. So a little back, a little too far. I rarely use this with a morer. In fact, I've never used it with a morer before. I reprofiled a, and then you just bring her back, and it gives you the correct angle every time, as you see. Pretty decent kit. I reprofiled K-bar with this, and I also reprofiled a Spanish bayonet with it also. Worked really well. These are pricey. Comes with a little bottle of Lansky oil. And like I said, I've got the serrated stone, but for years I used this Easy Lap to do serrations. Right, gets right into the serrations. It's a diamond stone, and you can get right into the serrations of your serrated blade. With a kit like this, you can do virtually any knife. Bit awkward, I suppose, to do an axe. I've never done an axe with this. Machetes and stuff like this, I usually with this stone here. Right. Now, the proper way to use one, like, I mean, There is no proper way. I see it. It's whatever works for you. Um, you develop your own style, right? I have a, you know, I bring it like so. Always remember to keep your hand below the surface, right? You can wet this, you can soak it in water, you put oil on it, doesn't matter. Use it dry, right? That's put up quite a bit. Not shaving sharp though. It is shaving sharp. You really have to. And sometime with your leather, take that wire edge off. Yeah. I'm not going to spend the time it takes to do it in this video. But like I said, you know, this is a must. Absolute must. Of all the things that you have, this is a must. For your leather, you can use an old belt. Get some of that. A block of that will last. I got a block when I was in my 20s, and it lasted me about 20 years, depending on how much polishing you're doing. And I still got little pieces of it kicking around. But anyway, uh, you know, if you don't have to have power tools to sharpen. Always, you don't have to have fancy kits. You know, a medium fine stone. That's basically all you need. But if you can get one of these, man, those are nice. Norton makes good product. I don't know if they still make them in the United States anymore. Everything's made in bloody China. Anyway, till the next time.